Okay, pathway number 2 is about developing a daily practice. So a daily practice is about carving a groove through the center of your life with consistent, gentle rituals that create rhythm and stability and self-trust and containment, self-respect, and slow change, slow organic change. And so this can be very different from a spiritual practice, although a spiritual practice can certainly be part of your daily practice. But a daily practice can be very simple, and we recommend doing your daily practice at the same time every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. And this is a way of showing up for yourself before getting pulled into the day and all the things that you need to do and all your responsibilities and things like this. And one daily practice that we highly recommend, which is very easy, you could even do it just laying in bed. The first thing as you wake up is gratitude and positive affirmation. So this is a way of not only connecting to and opening your heart, but programming your subconscious mind with supportive beliefs. And so again, this is especially useful right before you go to bed. Directly upon waking, this is when the subconscious mind is most receptive to new information, to new commands, you could say. And so see if you can start each day by expressing gratitude from the heart for what you have. And it can be very simple. It can be just giving thanks for another day of life. It can be for your bed, for your home, for your loved ones, for your body, for your breath, and really expressing it and really feeling it and saying thank you. Saying thank you for all that you have. Because you have a lot. We all have a lot, but rarely do we actually acknowledge it.
Yeah, and actually, our minds and our brains are wired to not necessarily realize the benefits and the beauties of our life. Rick Hansen, who has studied the effects of meditation for the last 4 decades at Stanford, calls this the negativity bias. The brain and the default mode network exists to scan the environment for danger and to remember all the times that things went bad. So by using the neurogenerativity of the plant medicine experience and the neuroplasticity that is still active in you, you're creating new wired pathways to promoting a more positive outlook in life. This is really great for folks that have chronic pain. Instead of focusing on the physical pain, noticing where in the body feels neutral or actually feels pleasant. And so what we're using is neuroscience-based techniques to shifting our felt sense and our experience. Rick Hansen has mentioned the neurons that fire together, wire together, and neural states turn into natural traits. So this practice of gratitude helps shift the state of gratitude just at retreat or at a beautiful peak experience to the gratitude that is a resonant ripple in our daily lives. Another aspect of a daily practice is simply caring for your space. As within, so without. The state of your bed is the state of your head. Meaning if your home is messy and cluttered, this may reflect your internal process of feeling messy and cluttered. It shouldn't feel like a chore, but it can be an act of self-care, self-compassion. It can be really simple. And so it seems pretty mundane, but it can become magical. Luke has a pretty funny story about him seeking spiritual awakening and an immediate response from one of his teachers.
Yeah, in my early 20s, I trekked to Southeast Asia, to Vietnam, to study with this Buddhist monk who I was expecting would give me all of this esoteric wisdom, and he did eventually, but on the first day he said, okay, your homework is you're going to make your bed every day. And I had very rarely made my bed in my life. It was not something that I thought was important, but I took his advice and I started to do that, and lo and behold, it started to really make a difference. It felt like a simple act of self-care. It felt like a simple act of resetting, and something psychologically about it was like symbolizing the beginning of a new day, and with a fresh slate, with a clean slate. And so just caring for your physical space is, it shouldn't feel like a chore, but again, like an act of self-respect, an act of self-love, not only for yourself, but for those who you live with, and it creates harmony in the home and in your mind and in your body as well.
A third aspect of a daily practice is just as simple as quiet reflection. This quiet reflection could be sitting in front of a window, gazing at the world outside. It could be journaling. It could be sitting with a cup of tea and just feeling the warmth on your hands. It's a sense of receptivity. And the more we practice receptivity in our daily life, the more we show ourselves that I trust what's happening here.